Hi, and welcome again to Masterminds, where we speak to those who excel at what they do, but are usually behind the scenes of the big things that we see. So today we speak to Mr. Kern Summerville, and let me read you some of his accomplishments. Last week we spoke to Mr. Leon Foster, who spoke to the international aspect of a steel pan player. Today we speak to someone who plays mostly locally but has also had some international experience. So Kern Somerville is a steel pan musician. He's a vocalist. He's a musical director, a drummer, a police sergeant, an arranger. He also, aside from the steel pan, he also plays the French horn, the saxophone, and other percussion instruments. Now, he has recently formed his own live band and has launched a new logo and clothing line and has established a solid brand for himself. So let's welcome Mr. Kern Somerville.
Aye, aye,
Hi,
aye.
Kern. Hi. Welcome to Mastermind, sir.
Thank you so much. I have a one correction. I'm a
Oh,
corporal.
no.
But I
Oh,
mean,
oh,
I guess I could take it a step up in blessings, I guess, because supposed to have the promotion
things to
next
come.
year.
Things to come.
So,
Things to
yeah,
come. Yeah, yeah. We're
I will
speaking it
accept
into
that.
existence.
Yeah, yeah.
Very good. How are you today, Kern?
I am great. I mean, truly honored to be here. Thanks again very, very much, Janine.
Thank
I
you for
really
being
appreciate
here. Thank you for being here. Okay. So talk to me. What made you fall in love with music?
it. Well, I should say music kidnapped me. Yeah, mainly because I started when I attended primary school. The first thing I
Mm-hmm.
decided to play was football. We had a community club where they invited us to come and play. That was Buggy Haynes coaching school. That's in Tacarigua. Then
Oh,
my
wait, hold on. Where in Tacarigua?
that's why Eddie had Savannah there.
Hey, I lived around there when I was small, when I was younger.
Okay, okay, all right.
Yeah, okay. Go
So the
ahead,
St.
go
Mary's
ahead.
Anglican, yeah, St. Mary's Anglican Primary School, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so he reached out to the children, the students there to build his coaching school football club. And then was my cousin named Selwyn Parry Paul. He
Mm-hmm.
as well joined the primary school, that same school we attended, and formed Parry Span School. So
Oh,
I
yeah, I
had
know
the
that.
choice between football and pan. So
Okay.
so that's where
But
I
then,
mhm.
but what made you choose to go further with the steel band? Like to
Well,
take it seriously?
I should say my mom because she's like she couldn't the joke is that she fed up with me coming home with my tux dirty and she have to clean it. So she said, no, what pan is cleaner.
And-
Yeah, I just need a pair of pants and just go every Saturday morning. So at the same
yeah,
time, man, so yeah, that's how that started. But it was
just up
interesting.
on the washing machine.
And the scrubbing board.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and well, it started simple, I should say, where with we were just well, everybody started to play tenor pan at the same time, and then we had a graduation, and we were learning music theory at the same time. And then, well, when
Okay.
he decided to to expand the instrumentation, I should say. So he said, "You look like a tenor, this one." So I ended up playing double tenor. So that was my
Mm-hmm.
part. And I guess the storyline branch, from Paris Pan School, I managed to play with Exeter Steel Orchestra, with Republic Bank now currently. And what else? While I attended Curab Junior Secondary evening shift,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Carnivore, who was a music teacher then. I'm not sure if he's still there now. I guess you know of
Mr.
him.
Canavan from Trin City.
Yes.
He's the one I lived opposite. We lived opposite each other.
So small wood. He played keyboard for
Yeah.
your Pastor Star. Right. Tell him I say
Okay.
hi. So you see that good thing I talk
It's
to you.
no, no, no. No, it's been years. I don't even know if he could remember me because I moved away in Form 2, I think. So I
Mm.
don't think if he see me now, he would know me. He definitely
Yeah.
would. Again, I was a lot smaller then, so he might
Yeah.
remember me.
We're
But
all
I
grown up
remembered
now.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
his wife, his children, they had an impact on my reading as well. And the first time I ever touched a pen was in his home.
Right. So there you go. Janelle, his daughter Janelle. Because she
Right,
played with
right.
Exodus too, so that's how we met through
Oh,
Exodus.
okay. She
Hmm.
still plays with Exodus.
No, she stopped. She don't play piano, but she have a son, a genius musical. He's well
Mm,
piano,
family.
pan, yeah, exactly.
Family.
Hmm.
When
So
you know, you make me think I have to really try and reach out and see if I can contact these people again because they had a a serious impact on me. But I was
okay.
small. I was younger and I moved away. But I could understand how he would influence you and the way
Yeah, yeah.
he would. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was a serious man. Though I was a little afraid of him. He wasn't.
Oh,
He was not a bad man. But to me, when you're younger and you're looking up at everybody, he was a
it
serious
feels always
man.
serious. Yeah, but it
Yeah.
gave me a good push. I never understood it until now. Every Monday morning, I had to play the national anthem in school assembly. So like, what this man
Oh.
doing me, boy? But anything, right? Those time as well, I was more interested in technical drawing. So I studied
Oh.
technical drawing from junior sec straight into was senior com, St. Augustine senior com. So while I was
Okay.
studying there, I was fortunate to be one of the arrangers eventually for school Panorama and
Okay.
the green machine that was within
The
the
Green Machine. I remember that. The Donger.
yep, yep. So Miss Sandra Moses, um, well, Chioketo, well, he was the arranger then, and they asked me to come and collaborate with them, and I was afraid because I never knew that my potential until these opportunities come by. So while I was still focused on technical drawing, all right, but unfortunately, I should say fortunately, I came up with two sexy passes, technical drawing and
Oh.
English. So,
Well, that unfortunate. And I always say, with the to me, the education system is supposed to expose you to what you can do,
hmm,
but to me, it lacks in some instances, it lacks the push of pushing you to excel where you can.
yeah,
So, like
definitely.
where you were in music, Mr. Caravan would have had that push for you with that,
Hmm. True.
right? But I don't think he was involved in the machine. Was
No, no,
he?
he was just in Curb Junior Sec.
No.
So,
Right, that's right.
yeah,
So I remember roaming those halls. I was again a tot.
yeah, yeah. It
But
was great. Mhm.
but um at least you were exposed to, but it sounds still that you have a passion for technical drawing as well.
Well, not now. I think because
Not
music took over completely, it's like, bleh. I mean, if I have the chance to study it to do it again, I wouldn't mind. But at this
it
time,
sounded like that. Mm,
it was. No, I should say it was. And I have no
mm,
regrets because where I am now musically, I should say. Because I'm currently attending the University of Trinidad and Tobago, doing my bachelor's in fine arts. And well, I remember the police band and also one of the leaders of the steel orchestra. So again, realize the music involvement there. And still a member of the police
okay.
band as well. So it's strictly music. And then with my band and all this stuff. So the technical journey is something to be fully committed to. And that
No, no,
means
no,
music
not fully committed to, but
for me.
if somebody comes up to you, I'm just asking because I'm curious. If
Hmm.
somebody comes up to you and say, Kern, I want you to do X and Y and Z for me, just out of the blue, you
Technical
say,
journey.
yeah, would you take it? Would you take that job?
To be honest, no. Seriously, reason being, as I say, I think for me knowing myself,
Mm-hmm.
unless I really did study it and still have, because I forget almost everything with technical drawing. Like I forget everything. So you probably I did a course, a 2 month course or something, and get it back.
Mm,
Well, yeah. But for me, it would be like how it is. Okay, as a musician, that means technical drawing have to be on the side, or the other way around. I'll
mm,
be put into as draftsman,
mm.
and music have to be on the side. But
Okay.
because of I can say I'm a full time musician.
I
That's
see
why.
so too.
Yeah. So that's why.
Okay. So
Yeah.
since COVID hit,
Mhm.
since COVID hit us, what have you been doing? How did it affect you?
Surprisingly, I can say it didn't affect me. Reason being, seeing this in a very truthful and not any way to offend anybody, to have a full time job. You
I
know,
understand what you mean. Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I mean, unfortunate for those who live like I know certain people in music, like playing pan, like okay, panis, expect they're
Mm-hmm.
accustomed with the traveling and always on the go. But for
Mm-hmm.
me, I think because of mainly because of my job and also attending school, I managed to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Just the difference is I haven't been doing much gigs out before, but it helped me to be creative. For example, where I managed to purchase some studio equipments. So what I also
Oh.
mhm. So I managed to do a course to like producing songs, tracks, and all these things. So and this was late last year. And one of my good friends, Alex Gooden, he is from Lunatic Production. He does also one of Desha Garcia's band members and producer and stuff. So a really good friend of mine too. So he did a course with me to help me to use Logic Pro. So COVID taught me that I could be more than I could ever.
So sorry. Mm, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So it taught me I could branch off into further, not just a pianist, a drummer and stuff. I could also produce my own music. And also I score music for Calypsonians. So now I could even score and produce the tracks for them with the system I have.
What? Excuse me. I like it. I
Yeah, yeah,
like it. Excuse me. That sounds good, Kern.
yeah.
It's,
So, hmm
sorry about I don't know what's going right. So
right.
sorry. This is a new
So,
thing to me. I'm trying to keep up with the comments because last week I missed some of the comments. Excuse me. I missed some of the comments on both Facebook and on YouTube. So I'm trying not to do that this time.
mhm.
Forgive me for the little technical difficulties. I'm still learning, people. I'm still learning.
Our
Please,
alternate.
please forgive me.
hmm
All right. So tell me, who do you admire? Is there one person that you admire?
Um, catch more off guard there. Um,
That's what I want to do.
um, hmm. My head's so done. You can come back to that question.
You're trying to figure out who?
Yeah.
um, okay, well, all right, let's circle back to that person. Let me ask you now. I usually ask this for
Mhm.
my guests. Is there a phrase or words that inspired you coming up as a musician?
Well, actually, this is one of my mantra. This is my brand, the logo.
Yes.
So
Yes,
I call
very
it.
nice.
Thanks. I say live in love and music. You know.
Okay,
That's just
explain that for me.
well. The first word live. You know,
Hmm.
no matter what, and well, love. Everything you do, always do it in love. And then music is, as I said, music is a main part of my life. So that's why I say no matter what you live, but in love. You know, everything, no matter what
Okay,
takes place, love is the key then to make everything happen.
I agree. Hmm.
And then, well, music, Stevie Wonder. Right, I can answer it. Stevie Wonder with one of my no, because I was like,
He
look out for it. Yeah.
it's up to you. It's whoever whoever made you. Every time you hear it or every time you see this person, you're like,
Yeah, Stevie
you know, that
Wonder.
kind of, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Stevie's a beast. Stevie is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
My God. Now, I want to take some time off to acknowledge Rachel Pear, who says, always so proud of Kern, always positive and humble, super talented and amazing talent. So you have your fans here with you today, Kern. You have your
I
fans.
realize. Thanks, Rachel, very much.
Very
Yeah.
nice. So, are there words that you would use to inspire others? Those who coming up look at like Rachel, who's looking at you and liking what you do. Are there words you can give somebody to inspire them or to keep or to guide them on their way up?
My, in a simple way, I will simply say, whatever you do, pray. Don't ever leave God out of it. Um, but
Ah,
yeah, everything, no matter what, even this studio stuff, what I just studio equipment, everything, the work, those guys was like so amazing. I mean, mainly because I keep God as my guide, through it, and I will inspire anybody. Just and most important, don't give up. When you're feeling stressed out, is when things are actually success is actually closer than you ever could imagine, and the blessings and everything rewards will be bigger and better. That I can
I
guarantee
like
for
it.
everybody. Yeah.
Wise words. I like it. I like it. Okay. So tell me, in terms of music, in all your experiences, what was your most memorable moment?
um, Actually, I have one. It's one of my favorites though. There was a time I would perform with the police band. We do community performances, and it
Mm-hmm.
was a church in Belmont. That was years ago. And a song seems to be "Wonder Ribbon in the Sky," and it
Mm-hmm.
was a big church audience. Well, it was in church. Sorry. Um, and I saw this one lady like this very true, very true, like crying. I'm like, wow. And I turned away because I didn't want to get emotional. Actually,
Emotional.
so then she was like, she came up and hugged me up and said that that was a song she and her husband danced to, and he died. So it brought back
Oh.
memories. Yeah. I realized too, one of the things I like to do is, in terms of entertaining, not just at our age, especially, they say young at heart, you know.
Mm-hmm.
One of the
Mm-hmm.
other experience, well, I should say, if I may, just one more as well too. Um, it was a lady celebrated her 90th birthday, and
Oh,
they asked me to sing to her, and I sang "Answer Me, My Love" from Nat King Cole.
okay.
Yeah, and the way how the lady reacted is it. I wouldn't say she's it's not senile, what they call it, senile, or she. It's like she because of age, she's just around, but she's enjoying life. She's not, they always say once a man,
Yeah.
twice a child. So I should say she's
Mm-hmm.
in a
Mm-hmm.
childlike form. She's still around,
Okay.
but when I sang that song, it's like how she held my hand and singing along. It's like wow. Seeing me as a young person could give that joy and effect to anybody. That for me is one of my greatest feelings to share that. To make my talent on music because I impact the people to spread joy and happiness.
That impact. Yeah. Yeah. That was nice. That sounds so nice, good.
Yeah,
Wow.
yes, it was.
All right. So tell me, where's your favorite place to be? Like if you're
Tobago,
stressed out, to
Tobago,
to be
or
and
Barbados.
fun
I have two options, but Tobago first.
and fun fact, that is why I met Kern in Tobago for
Ah,
uh
jazz,
for
Tobago jazz.
jazz
Yeah.
piano man. That was the last year
Mm-hmm.
I went to jazz. Wow.
Same here.
Wow. That was nice. That was a nice time.
Yeah, I came up
All
on my
right.
own and mm-hmm.
Yeah, we met through Sherwin Cooper. I have to
Yep,
give a
yep.
shout out to Sherwin Cooper.
Yeah, show it.
He said
Whoop,
we
whoop,
have
whoop.
a yeah. Sherwin said I have a friend coming. I was like, who you bringing here? Who's coming here? Why is he coming here? And then when we met you, like we all felt comfortable around you. It
Hmm.
was good. It was nice. It
It
was
was really
nice.
good. Oh, good times, man.
Yeah. So tell me, what's next for you?
Um, I for me, honestly, how as I said from the beginning, music kidnapped me. I never expected music to be a major part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So, and because I'm a praying person, I let God take full control. So for me, it's like once I have the health and strength, I just let God take over. So from now, I don't plan. I know my song weird because I never planned to be a musician. I planned to be a draftsman, and look
Mm-hmm.
where I'm at right now. You know,
Mm.
so
Sure, ID will show
it
you where you want to go.
yes, it weird. But what I do know from what I could say, I plan to do my best musically and see how far I could take it. Whether it is performing, whether it is like through my job, police band or the police
Mm-hmm.
steel orchestra, to contribute whatever I could so I can leave this earth today or tomorrow and that, okay, this is what I have contributed. I wasn't, I should say, selfish. I kept things for myself or whatever. I just wanted to help, everybody anyway. It could probably be musically, you know. Somebody you reach out to, they talk to you, they have a down day and it's like, or even so in my song with even I don't want to say piper, but these spangers in the neighborhood, everybody just live good,
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I just let God
It's
take control.
it sounds like you have a servant's heart. You know those people who are put here just to help others, with even
Mhm.
without thinking of how I can gain from it. How can I help you? You know, I like those kind of people. So
Yeah.
in playing for Panorama, we
Hmm.
know as pan musicians, it can be stressful. It can be stressful
Hmm.
during the time. It can be trying to make sure that you have everything down pat, and when it comes to Panorama, what is your most what is it about Panorama that you love as a player?
Well, I haven't played in a while, so but one of my as a player though, that to be when I was younger. I love
Mm-hmm.
the way how a band of 120 plus different characters could sing as one, you know,
I like
play the
that.
same
Yeah.
music, same, phrasing, especially when true drilling, okay, so like the tenor section, different characters, you play their own phrasing and like true drilling, we actually sound like
Mm-hmm.
one. Then when
Mm-hmm.
section, then the end result, the whole band come together and song as one, balance, I should say. Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
that is one of my amazing, beautiful experiences. And two, well, when the Police Steel Orchestra entered Panorama for the first time in single pan category, well, it's 2019, but it considered 2020 Panorama, where I was the
Mm-hmm.
arranger and drum master. And that's one of my best achievements, I would say, because the first time we entered, first time I arranged in that category, it was second time. A co-arranged, but this time like fully. And we
Mm-hmm.
came fourth. But two bands tied for first, so we technically third,
That's
and
still
each
an
by 1 point.
accomplishment, yeah. That's an
Yeah,
accomplishment. Yeah,
yeah,
congratulations.
that's
Congratulations.
you know. The last thing where I was fortunate where Republic Bank Exodus called me to drill the band for Panorama 2020 Panorama, and we came seventh in the finals. But what I was grateful for the experience of, um, again, as I said, my role as the drum master was to make the band song a band of 120 something people song balance and as
That's
one.
one. Yeah.
So crescendo, the dynamics, everybody loud and soft, and it was tedious, but once you have that faith in by the grace of God, you know your worth and you know what you could do and what you could bring to the table. And most important, you understand the player's ability. So not everybody you can talk to one way because some people take things personal, and so
That's
it's a
right.
whole lot of things, emotions too.
You deal
So
with 120 personalities you have to deal with.
mhm, just you me, Burns
I
but
remember.
but by the grace of God, I made it, and I'm very thankful. Most important, as I always say, once you're doing your work, the players have to enjoy it, the audience have to enjoy it. But then the last thing I always say, the judge's decision is final. But the most important thing is capturing the hearts of the people with your work, you know. So
That that feeling of seeing. Let me give you an experience.
eh,
We we had a difficult part in a tune. I can't remember the name of the tune. The intro was very intricate, and I struggled. I struggled, and I'm like, ooh. And there's something about me.
mm-hmm,
Anytime you challenge me, don't challenge me. Don't challenge
mm,
me. Don't challenge me. So I
yeah,
remember the band just set up and he's striking up can 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 can. Band just set up on the bull track. Just set up.
mm,
So okay, we're going to practice. The first thing we're going to practice was this intricate piece in the intro. And I remember I can't remember what band he was from, Kern. All I remember is the jersey had a nice design and he came
yeah,
with his two pan sticks and he sat up like this and he watched me full in the face. So I realized you
Jersey had a
countries
nice design.
like
Yeah,
oops,
his two sticks. Yeah.
sorry, hold on, let me deal with that. So I wondered, okay, um, you want to see how well I can play? Okay. And I said, okay. And the striker man, he's watching me full in my face. And I was like, not today, partner. You're not going to hear me play nonsense. Mind you, I'm struggling with the part, eh? I'm struggling with the couldn't have keep when Sheppy, it was a tune Sheppy arranged.
Shepard
And
too.
he
Okay.
started, yeah. And he couldn't, I play at by the grace of God. I played that on the first thing. No, it was because as it, when the band strikes up, not everybody is ready at the same time. So the
Yeah,
can get behind your pan, be ready to start. So they have the little false intro before start. And then the
yeah, yeah.
second one. So with the false start, he watched me like, let me ready. And the second one, by the grace of God, I played that flawlessly. The part was very intricate. I played it flawlessly. I see him do so. And he walk off.
Walk
You know,
off.
the next time I couldn't play it properly. I said, by the grace of God, I know that feeling. One of having to deal with those personalities because you want everybody sounding like one. And there's nothing like when players enjoy themselves.
Hmm.
Listen, when players enjoy themselves, it's to me it's almost tangible. You
Yeah.
feel it in the music, you see the reaction of the people.
Hmm.
That's a feeling. So I can understand when you say you want that impact. You want everybody
Yeah.
as one because you want everybody from the players, everybody to the judges to the spectators. You want everybody to enjoy it. So I
Yep.
understand what you mean when you say that that's what you're going for.
Yeah, it is, and thank God that even with the experience in school, Panorama with kids, you know, you see the older folks and kids for me is always a achievement to see when they come, sir, I get it part, and they come there and these
Yes.
kind of things, yeah, because
Joy, that
they
little
just
jealous spark.
yeah,
Yeah.
and these are simple things I appreciate, 'cause that's what I
I like that.
realized I
I like,
appreciate even more.
yeah. Well, so
Yeah,
we've come to the end, and I have to say it was really nice chatting with you. Thank you again for appearing on my little podcast.
and thank
I'm
you for
so,
having me, as I said before.
yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. For me, it's personalities, and I do again. I say, I love your personality. I love the way, I love the things that you're doing. I'm seeing you. coming up with that brand. I have to say, I do admire the way that you're treating the brand. You're putting in the work behind it, and I want to encourage you to continue. I want to see you reach far. As I say, not just with the music. We see Sergeant coming up in the distance.
All right.
We
I
see
take
it
in that
coming.
too.
We see it
Yeah,
coming up. So while
for
we're here, I
sure.
want to get everybody who like it. Well, I know you like the conversation. Come on, man, it's good to get into. I know you
Yeah.
like the conversation. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. And tune in next week again for another edition of Masterminds. Bye, everyone. Thank you,
All
Kern.
right. Thank you again, Janine. You're welcome. All right.
Okay, bye bye.